Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm on the move again. Just woke up a couple hours ago and I'm headed to a fitness class at Session where I used to teach, just because like I'm feeling the need to work out with like a team today rather than on my own, just to get that extra motivation. You guys liked this style of video last week and I did too. I just find it more interesting and I want to make interesting stuff for you guys, so I'm taking you with me to Session today. It's like 10 a.m. and I also wanted to have a chat about insecurities while I walk there. It's about a 10-minute walk. So I did an AMA on my story, my Instagram story yesterday, and a few of you guys on Instagram asked how you deal with the insecurity of being short. And I know I've made a video about this before, but it was also on top of the fact that yesterday was like an insecure day for me. Not really my height, but who here has ever found themselves going down the black hole of Googling, I don't know, injections, like surgeries, plastic surgeries, not really because you're like seriously considering it, but just because you've started with a simple Google search and suddenly you are in the Narnia of surgeries looking at like, what would I look like if I did this and this? I'm gonna be real with you guys. That hasn't happened to me in a long time, but this week I was, you know, looking at stuff like that and I didn't even realize I was. And when I kind of came out of it, I was like in a bad mood and I was like, why did I just, it started with that interest, right? It's so interesting to look at surgeries and what people can do to themselves today. We're targeted on Instagram for a lot of it. Also, a lot of my friends personally do Botox and lip injections. I've never had anything done. I don't really need Botox as I look like I'm 12. And nothing against them. More power to you if you do any of those types of enhancements. I think that if it makes you happy, you go girl. I believe in that 100%, and I'm glad that there are some options for people if it makes their lives better, 100%. I just personally know it wouldn't be right for me, and that's because I've monitored my mindset around this subject matter for a while. And yeah, so I want to talk about how you can sort of alleviate some of those feelings that come up when you start to see, or you start to think about, well, what if my chin was like this, or my nose looked like this, or my lips were bigger, or my, I don't know, had no wrinkles, or whatever it is. And then we'll get into height as well, since a few people asked yesterday. Basically, what I find is that the more I think about it, the more insecure I feel. Nobody has ever in my life ever told me this. I don't know why I think I have this. I don't think it's based in reality, but I don't love like my chin. And it's so funny saying that because I don't even think about it ever. Like I never think about it. When I look in the mirror, I have really good self-talk. I've worked really hard on that over my, you know, almost 30 years living, and I think I'm beautiful. Yeah, love myself, all of that stuff, worked hard on it. But if I'm gonna, you know, be real with you guys, that's something that I struggled with, and no one ever once in my entire life has ever said anything about my chin, ever. So I don't even know where it came from. And I find that the more I think about it, so if I spend time thinking about what would it look like if it was perfect or the way I wanted it, what would it look like if I got filler, I never feel good thinking that stuff. Like I never come out the other end of that feeling better for have thought about it, you know what I mean? Like it puts me in a negative mindset of wanting to change myself when really in reality everything's fine. I'm really happy with, you know, who I am, and who I am has nothing to do with what I look like anyways. And so my biggest piece of advice, my arm's getting tired holding this, to monitor your self-talk. And if you find yourself watching, like, I don't know, there's so many YouTube channels on surgeries and Instagram on plastic surgeons. If you find that looking at these things and imagining the what if doesn't make you feel good, like that interaction leaves you feeling a little empty, just don't follow those accounts. Just don't go there. And when I don't go there, I'm way more confident. I feel so much more secure and confident about my body. Those insecurities I have virtually never pop into my head, but if I do spend time really harboring on it, then I will think about it more. I will see it more. I will worry about it more when it's not even something that matters to me. Oh my gosh, I'm out of breath. look at these Christmas trees. It smells so good. I think I'm getting better at walking and talking, although people still stare. Lots of staring going on here. Okay, so moving on to height. I don't really think about my height at all anymore. Probably because through Smalletics and the work I've done, it's almost like I see it as one of my strengths. But wasn't always like that, and you guys know that. For a long time, I felt lesser than because I was short, and I wanted that height. I wanted that long-looking physique. What helped me get over that was similar, but a little different. I would say I did a lot of work on focusing on what my body could do and how much joy that brought me, rather than focusing on what it could look like. And you know, I would encourage you, if you're feeling insecure about your height, to get into fitness and start strength training and let your body show you why it's perfect the way it is, why your height is an asset, why it can't hold you back from doing anything that you dream of unless you let it. It's all about how you see things in life and what you make of it. I 100% believe that. So I think if you can get into treating your body really well through taking care of it, health and fitness, feed it well, strength train, watch how strong you grow, you're gonna start to slowly have a mindset shift, or I was gonna say mental transformation, where you don't even notice your height anymore because you're paying attention to other things. You're paying attention to how strong you are, to how much you can lift, to how good you feel when you wake up in the morning and you have energy, how you don't need coffee anymore. You know, just feeling good and healthy and strong. Yeah, in light of being vulnerable today and chatting about this, I would love to hear what you struggle with in the comments, if you're willing to share. When I started Smalletics, I hadn't spoken about my height really ever, especially not publicly, and doing so set me free completely. So think about who you could talk to. It doesn't have to be in this huge public way that I do it. Definitely not for everybody. But you know, think about who you could share with, whether it's a journal or close friend, partner, mom. Share why you think it bothers you. Talking through things is very helpful. That's why therapy exists, right? And I think that it can set you free as well. It can also bring you some more awareness as to your own thoughts and your own self-limiting beliefs. I'm kind of power walking because I don't want to be late. So that's my 2 cents on insecurities. I'll show you guys where I'm at. I'm in Williamsburg, walking down the street. And Session is where I used to teach just once a week. I've never taught group fitness anywhere else. I don't normally teach group fitness, but I just love the studio and the people. So I worked there sort of as a founding trainer. It was really early on when they opened, for about a year and some change. Now I just take classes as a community member. Strength training, circuit training, timed intervals. Just get your mind off of reps, which is sometimes nice, and I throw it in there to get some social interaction. It's really helped me just, you know, get out of the house because I work from home or work co-working spaces, connect with people. So this just about wraps up the chat. I'll show you guys where I'm at. I'm in Williamsburg. Just finished. I'm gonna go home. I feel like it's so cold. All the sweat already dried and I'm like cold and sweaty. I need to go shower. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe for more content tailored to the short girl gang, and I will see you guys next week. Have a great day.